Let's wait. Let's do that. Let's get a little rowdy, shall we? Oh, wait,
Yeah.
there he is. He's right there.
I got a question for him.
What's that?
Uh, how long you think this thing between Taylor and Travis goes on?
Oh, God.
Taylor Swift is the definition of mid.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
Who
know either.
knows? But there's a song in the making, so
No, it's not a
It's-
song. It's a
it's-
whole album.
a whole album. And speaking of music,
Week 4, episode
Yeah.
4 starts right about. Oh, no. Football freaks, gridiron geeks have no fear because the 4 horsemen of Pick'ems are here in the flesh. Baby, what is going on, everybody? I, of course, am your host with the most 70 points. We put up 70 on the Broncos last week. My
70.
Fins did that this past Sunday. I, of course, A Pilsnani, representing the aqua and the orange every single day. 24/7, 365. Joining me, of course, LC Muscles 28, representing the Stars.
I got pineapples and blueberries as my night snack.
hey, I won't frown on that.
And yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Josh McDaniels going for a field goal instead down 8. Mwah, chef's kiss.
So dumb. So stupid. And, of course, representing America's team, Tiny Tim and Rowdy.
Yep.
Rowdy, how bad did you have to drink after last week? On Sunday.
Yeah, he felt pretty bad as well as I did. So I mean, I was wondering what was going on. I mean, this totally did not look like the same team that dominated both of the New York teams in the first 2 weeks. It looked like totally different, basically because of the fact that 3 of the 5 starters on the offensive line were injured.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge thing. And of course, with Trayvon Diggs being out for the season, got to get a younger guy to try to fill his spot.
Yep.
I'm not so sure, but we're looking to bounce back like this coming week here. So
I hope you can, man. I
I
hope
think
you can.
will. I think you definitely have a chance. Definitely got a chance against those. Who the hell are you guys playing? No, against the New England Patriots.
Well, we'll talk about that in a little while.
But we will talk about that in just a little bit. But first, let's do a little bit of the recap for week number 3. Starting with Thursday night, we had the 49ers defeating the Giants 30-12.
Best team in the league. The Niners are the best team in the league until proven otherwise.
Yeah, the Giants. I mean, Daniel Jones is now 1-11 on primetime games.
Just about as bad as Kirk Cousins.
Just about as bad. 49ers, they're easily in the top 5. I think that honestly, I think they're number 2. Number 2 behind the Miami Dolphins. So 30-12 was the final last Thursday. Then on the Sunday slate, you had the Lions defeating the Falcons 20-6. Nothing really much to say about this game.
no.
Desmond Ridder, what the hell was that? You know,
Thank God I had the Lions.
the Falcons the past or in week 1 and 2, they ran the ball very well. They obviously abandoned it week number 3 against the Lions. I don't know why they would do that, but they did, and that's the result. You lost 20-6 to the Detroit Lions. The Chargers defeated the Vikings 28-24. Brandon Staley almost choked it away by going for it on 4th and 1 in their own territory. I don't know what it is with Brandon Staley and doing this every single year, but there's always something that in one of the games he always goes for it on 4th and 1 in his own territory and it doesn't work. Case in point this past week. And he is on the hot seat. I think, honestly, he's going to be the first head coach fired.
Who? Brandon Staley?
Yeah, Chargers.
I don't think so.
No,
I think it's a coach, similar coach in the AFC West. But we'll get to him in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins with a last-second interception, sealing the fate. Chargers win 28-24. Packers beat the Saints 18-17. They were down 17-0, came back to win 18-17. Wow. Interesting, to say the very least.
I guess we should not really rule out Jordan Love.
All you need is love.
Yeah,
love is all you need.
Will go around, and love will keep us together.
That is correct. That is true. That is very true. All you need is love. Love is all you need. Packers get the win 18-17 over the Saints. Texans beat the Jaguars 37-17. Who the hell saw this coming?
I have no idea. My thing is, Texans have won 11 of the last 12 against the Jaguars. That's scary enough to think about.
Wish I would have known those odds last week, but it didn't. So, yeah, CJ Stroud looked actually pretty good. Gotta say, coming into his own. 20 of 30, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not too shabby. Not too shabby for one Bryce Young, as they got the win over the Jags, 37-17. And then this game I was at this game. 10 touchdowns for the whole game. 70 points. 70-20. Dolphins beat the Broncos. Oh my gosh, what a game this was. From
you must have had a blast.
Actually, it was fun, except for my Broncos friend who was with us. He was actually almost, I wouldn't say depressed. I wouldn't say sad. He was just in a state of shock.
Disgusted.
He was dead inside.
He was dead inside. That's absolutely right. Yeah.
Here's my thing as well. TD or Dolphin, the mascot for the Dolphins, he must have gotten himself a hell of a workout. Must have not been able to move his arms or chest after that.
Yeah, all those push-ups.
Yeah.
I think after 49, he held up the sign and said, "I'm done. Somebody else do it."
Yeah.
Better of.
Yeah, 70 points. The most scoring of any team since 1966 in a single game. Absolutely.
Wow, 66.
Since 1966. Absolutely amazing. We haven't even gone to the moon yet.
Yeah, that's...
You know what I mean? And, yeah, 70-20 final from Miami this past Sunday. Browns beat the Titans 27-3. Tannehill's a bum. No surprise.
Right.
I don't say it's Tannehill's a bum. I think I've been telling
Their
I told you guys this last
Browns
week.
defense.
The Browns defense is actually number 1 in the league in regards to touchdowns allowed. Offensive touchdowns allowed. They only allowed 1.
Oh.
In 3 games, they've only allowed 1 offensive touchdown.
Yes, they did.
That's impressive, man. Jim Schwartz, I'll give him credit, man. He's a hell of a defensive coordinator.
Give credit where credit
not good head coach, but a great defensive coordinator.
Defensive coordinator, absolutely. 27-3 final there. Bills beat the Commanders 37-3.
37-3. Not really much else to be said. Sam Howell is his first loss as a starter, but they'll bounce back.
Yes, they will. Thank you so much, Luke, for bringing this to our attention. The SAG and the AMPTP to resume negotiations on Monday for all you movie buffs out there.
Yeah.
So there we go. Joshua Cook, I saw you in the chat. Your Colts beat the Ravens 22-19 with one Minshew mania, brother. Even though he pulled a Dan Orlovsky and a Jimmy Garoppolo and caused himself to do a safety. Ran out of the back of the end zone. But he still got the win, unlike those two. So, good for them. Good for the Colts. Hopefully they ride that momentum on this week. 22-19 was the final from Baltimore. Patriots beat the Jets 15-10. Did not watch this game at all. I don't know about you guys.
I guess when you have someone's number, you got someone's number.
Exactly.
Facts.
I guess Tom Brady transferred ownership of the Jets to Zach Wilson, I guess.
You mean to
Or
Mac Jones?
All right,
Mac
yeah, he transferred to Mac Jones.
Yes. That game was pretty boring. But yeah. 15-10 was the final from New York. Seahawks beat the Panthers 37-27. Andy Dalton looked okay. Geno Smith looked all right. Kenneth Walker III helped me a lot in fantasy this past week.
He had
Got
a
me
great
over
game.
20 points. Did really good. Seahawks over the Panthers 37-27. Chiefs, oh man. The Bears. I feel so bad for the Bears. Justin Fields, he is wasted in Chicago. They have absolutely ruined him, just like they did with Mitchell Trubisky a few years prior. 41-10, the Chiefs beat the Bears. And Taylor Swift was in attendance. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
I could.
Did you guys hear that?
Yes,
And
I did.
I
hear
don't
that.
know. I don't know if you guys knew, but I read something on Facebook saying that sales of Travis Kelce jerseys have skyrocketed about 400%.
400%. He gained about 383,000 more Instagram followers because of it.
Especially with that cutie sitting up in the stands,
Not too bad. Not too shabby for one Travis Kelce. Man,
I think Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is like 1,000 times better than, remember, Tony Romo and Jessica Simpson.
I remember that. Oh.
I remember that. And yes,
Yeah,
I will agree with that. 100%.
right.
And she will be in New York to see them play the Jets. So, yeah, give that for what you will.
On. Sorry.
Tim, let's talk about the Cowboys. What the hell happened? Cardinals 28-16.
Like I said, they were picked by 12.5.
Yep.
And
They were my
lost by
lock of the
4.
week.
They
They
weren't
were
mine.
your lock of the week, and they were
And
his.
also Matt's.
And of course, Matt. I don't know what the hell happened. Like I said, 3 offensive linemen injured. Trayvon Diggs out for the season.
Yep.
And Dak being Dak. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it was just, I just felt numb.
Yes.
But hopefully we can bounce back this week. And we've got an old friend coming back to AT&T Stadium. We'll talk about that later.
That is true. Final from Arizona this past Sunday, 28-16. Cardinals defeating the Cowboys. Sunday night, how about them Steelers?
Steelers
Yeah.
got the win. I'm happy they got the win. Man, oh man. Josh McDaniels is going to be the head coach for. I will say that Josh McDaniels is going to be the first head coach fired. Let's be honest here. And he just is not cut out. And now Jimmy Garoppolo is in concussion protocol.
Oh, lovely.
And the refereeing, NFL refereeing needs to get a lot better.
Oh, from a referee's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd be embarrassed if I was working that game and our crew did that badly. I'd be embarrassed. Let's be honest here. I would absolutely be embarrassed.
Yes, I would too. 23-18. You kick a field goal. You kick a field goal when there's 2 minutes left inside your own territory. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. To
I
be honest,
I find it hilarious personally.
it's mind blowing. And then on Monday, got a doubleheader. We had the Eagles defeating the Bucks 25-11.
Scoregami.
Scoregami. Die chickens die. No, actually, they won.
No, they won.
So
Yeah.
fly chickens fly for this week.
Mm-hmm.
For this week.
Well, they won for this week, but chickens are
They're
so
so much better
than chickens.
The chickens.
Yeah.
Right.
25-11 was the final from Tampa, and then a rematch of the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. We had the Bengals defeating the Rams 19-16. T. Higgins could not catch anything to save his life. I had him in my fantasy team, and he did not do a damn thing.
And yeah, he had 2 Super Bowls two touchdown catches and over 100 yards last time they played the Rams, which against Jalen Ramsey and everything. Yeah, he can't do anything against a young Rams team. It just blows my mind.
It's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Wow.
All right. So, biggest winners and losers of week number 3. Let's start with the biggest winners. Who do you guys got for the biggest winners? I think I know who you're going to go with.
I just got 2 words. Fins up.
Yeah. 70 points. 70
I was thinking to myself, wait a
points.
minute, is this Colorado State versus the U?
It's all about you. What?
I'm completely flabbergasted with that, man. 70 points. But my actually biggest winner is Mike McDaniel, because even though he's the Dolphins head coach, he was the Broncos ball boy in 2005, and yet they didn't offer, when the Broncos had a head coaching vacancy, they didn't give him even consider.
They didn't even give him a chance.
They didn't give him a chance.
They didn't give him an interview.
Oh,
No, they didn't.
check out Josh's comment. That's an honorable mention right there.
You know what? That's actually my biggest winner of the week. 4 50-yard field goals in a row
That's
to get
insane.
them to win
Unbelievable.
over the Ravens, including the game winner in overtime. So that's actually my honorable mention, but I will agree with the majority and say that Dashy will agree with me as well. The biggest winners are the Miami Dolphins. Now, as far as the biggest losers are concerned, you got to go on the other side. It's the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you more.
I mean,
agree with you more. I'm sorry. God, I can't think.
the fact that last week or week 2, they got the Hail Mary. They couldn't convert on the 2-point conversion. That would have tied the game, that sent it in overtime. Week number 3, they just completely do nothing.
No,
They just
didn't
do
anything.
nothing at all.
They didn't do anything. It literally was just beyond.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's just
Denver
absolutely
Broncos.
insane.
You know
So, yeah.
what? I have to agree with what Dashy said for biggest loser. I have to agree with that a little bit. I mean, they were picked, like I said, they were picked by 12.5 and they lost by 12.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I
embarrassing.
think
Yeah,
Dashy's got a put point. Bill
He does.
Spock agrees. So yeah, good point.
And that's that. So, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
that's all in the past.
that's in the past. The present is right here and right now. So, let's get started with week number 4 of Pick'em. Starting out Thursday night, as it is the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Mother-Loving Packers. This game is in Green Bay. And from what I'm seeing right here, Lions are 1.5 point favorites.
You're right on the money.
Let's go 1 for 1. Let's keep this streak
Going.
starting off. Referee for this game is.
I'm pulling up right now. Referee is Alan Eck. Yeah. Alan Eck.
And being that this is on Amazon Prime, we got Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit on the call. And the lowest price on Game Time for 2. If you want to go to this game, lowest seat price right now, $139 for a pair.
That's not bad. So,
Per seat.
you mind if I go first on this
What
one?
do you guys got and why? Lions versus Packers. LC wants to go first. Go right ahead.
Thank you. So, the Lions are playing the Packers in Green Bay. Last year was a phenomenal game. Dedicated, really pretty much it was a really run-heavy game for both teams. But with the Packers getting Christian Watson, Aaron Jones possibly back for this game, it could definitely change some things up, though, in his offensive department because he's having to rely on Jalen Reed, Romeo Dobbs, and Luke Musgrave really is his top targets, while Jared Goff has Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Khalil Freeman, and many, many more for this game. And now my Yahoo source is not working. But anyways, the thing is with this game, I really think that Detroit has been more impressive recently. I think they definitely had an impressive win, getting their win against Kansas City. Green Bay really has not been that impressive. They had to rely on Derek Carr getting hurt, with Jameis Winston coming into the game and completely stalling out the offense in order to beat the New Orleans Saints. So realistically, I would normally go home team in this, but I'm actually going to go with the Detroit Lions. I think the Detroit Lions are the stronger pick here, and I think they're the smarter pick. I think realistically, at the end of the day, the Detroit Lions are a team that has a bigger pedigree. Their defense is stronger. Their offense is stronger. And I can't trust Christian Watson coming back from a bad hamstring injury. So my final score is going to be Lions 30, Packers 27. Give me the Detroit Lions to win this game.
All right. Well, this is a big early division game featuring 2 teams that are both 2-1 and both coming off of victories last week. Lions beating the Falcons, Packers beating the Saints. The Packers are banged up. They don't have Bakhtiari. They don't have, I think Christian Watson, you said, is questionable.
He's questionable.
So is Aaron Jones, I believe. I think he might be out as well.
Aaron Jones is questionable. Just questionable.
So rallying from behind to beat the Saints last week will be the thing that gets Jordan Love going. But at the end of the day, there's this guy on the other side of the ball. His name is Aiden Hutchinson. And I think he's going to be a huge X factor in this game. And I think that the Lions defense and their offense will be enough for them to get the job done in Lambeau. Give me the Lions to beat the Packers by a final score of, what did I say here? 24-20. Give me the Lions. Roar.
Wow, with everything I've just heard, I think I've had to make a change in my prediction, because last night on my Fantasy Football Fever show, I actually went with the Packers on this one. But with everything that I've heard and from everything I've read, yeah, you definitely have to give a little bit more of an edge to the Lions on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm calling an audible on this.
We're going to switcheroo.
Yeah, we're going to do a switcheroo here. I'm going to take the Lions in this one right now. So for anyone who watched Fantasy Football Fever on my channel, TJM3774, I went with the Packers in that one, but with everything I've seen and everything I've read, I'm calling it an audible. I'm just switching the scores. I've got Detroit 27, Green Bay 21, and I will be dumbfounded if the Packers actually do win.
If they do, they do. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because Lambeau is a tough place to play.
Oh, yeah.
Dashy said it, so I might as well.
Ooh, banana.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dashy.
You know what? Let's just get this game out of the way because this game's gonna fucking suck. Hell no. to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. As you can see down below, it is the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. This game is in Chicago, and from what I'm seeing right here, the Broncos are 3.5-point favorites.
You are right once again.
2 for 2.
All right, 2 for 2.
All right. Okay. Referee for this game is
Referee for the Broncos and the Bears, aka the Hell No Game of the Week, is Carl Sheffers. One of your favorites.
And actually, we'll get to the London game next. We got Andrew Kennewan, Tiki Barber, and Matt Ryan on the call. And the cheapest ticket, believe it or not, even though these two teams both suck, the cheapest ticket for a pair, 143.
I'm surprised it's more than a primetime game for freaking Chicago and
this game is a tank ball, 100%. Let me see what I have in my notes here. I'm going to go first if you guys don't mind. Yeah, this is the Hell No Game of the Week, like we just saw. Both of these teams are absolute disasters right now. Broncos last week gave up 70, but Chicago could play for weeks and not score 70. So something's got to give here. And I think this is the week. I honestly think that this is the week where Sean Payton gets the team to bounce back, and I think the Bears are that bigger of a mess. Give me the Broncos to beat the Bears, final 30-17.
Well, yeah, both of these teams really came up on the wrong end last week. Yeah, but I agree with Pizzle here. I see Sean Payton trying to get Denver back in gear and getting a good game out of this one. For some reason, I really don't have a high-scoring game in this one. I got Denver winning this one by a score of 17 to 10.
Yeah, Broncos are not putting up 70 against the Bears. They can't even put up 7 points without it really having to work for it. So, Broncos and Bears, aka the game not even Bears fans want to watch. The Bears have 2 tickets to the game. Someone breaks in their car, leaves 6 more.
6 more.
Yeah.
So Broncos and Bears is going to be an absolute definition of a dumpster fire of a game. It's September 27th, and Russell Wilson still cannot cook.
Nope.
And
Where's Patrick? Is he
Where's
still
he at?
around?
he'll be in here somewhere, but he still cannot cook. Even though he still can't cook, though, he has owned the Bears. I think he has done pretty well against the Bears. For what I am seeing on one of my sites that I use, statmuse.com, Russell Wilson is, let me pull this up. Hold on.
Oops.
He has done pretty well, getting at least 2 touchdowns in every game, only throwing 1 interception in each of the games. And I think Russell Wilson, record-wise, he won his first game. They won their second, lost their third, and then won their so it's 2-2 actually against them, which is surprising, but still I think he breaks it and gets to over 500, and I think the Broncos win. My final score is actually going to be a terrible one.
Oh, how terrible are we talking?
9. Give me Broncos.
13-9.
9.
Dang. That's a low one.
It is low.
It's a low one.
That's what I have because both teams are absolute garbage.
That is true. Both teams are they are the absolute drizzling shits, as we like to say. Okay. Jolly old chaps, we got to go over to the pool. We got to go overseas because we got a London game.
Oh, boy.
This game is in London. We got the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is in Jacksonville, and I believe this game is is it Hotspur?
It says it's actually Wembley.
Is it Wembley?
It is Wembley.
It is at Wembley Stadium. Oh my God! How about that? Referee for the referee. Oh, Lex, hold on. Let me see.
Referee to this game is
Let's see. The Jaguars are 3-point favorites.
wait. Yes, you are absolutely right, jolly good sir.
Oh, be fucked. Referee for
And
the game
you are
is
right on that one. And the referee for the Jaguars and the Falcons is Craig Rolstad.
and the lowest. Oh, actually, and the announcers for this game in London, my good sirs, is Chris Fowler, Dan Orlovsky, Lewis Riddick, and the lowest price on StubHub for one, because I don't actually hold on, for two is 132 pounds.
132 pounds. That's actually surprising. I thought it would
Good
be much
God.
higher.
Okay, so what is 132 pounds converted into American currency?
Let's find that. Let me see if I can do this. I'm not good at math. Hold on. Exchange rate. Oh God.
$160.18.
Thank you, Lucas. $160.18. Who you guys got and why? Jaguars and Falcons. From what?
So from Wembley Stadium, they got an interesting game to say the least in here. The Atlanta Falcons are coming in and with a 2-1 record, losing to the Lions, and the Jaguars have come in absolutely only putting up a combined 26 points in the last two games on offense, which is absolutely pathetic. But the thing is, though, Jacksonville loves playing at Wembley. It's one of their favorite home field advantages. Atlanta has not been in London in a long time. I think the last time was 2016. And by jolly good might I have here, I think the Jacksonville Jaguars will win and continue their win streak in London. Because I don't think they have lost in London, have they?
Nope. I think they might have once.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think they only lost once, but still, that doesn't matter. They have a very impressive win streak in London. Give me the Jaguars to get the win. My final score is going to be Jaguars 21, Falcons 17. Hi, Gare Bear.
Yeah, I'll give the victory to Jacksonville. They I guess London is pretty much Jacksonville's second home for the last 5-10 years now.
Yeah, for the most part.
No, absolutely. Sorry, I'm not doing the British voice anymore. I'm done talking about the game. So
yeah, don't do that again.
Well, anyway,
don't worry. You got
Atlanta's coming in, kind of abandoned the run. I don't know why, because they got an awesome young running back, Bijan Robinson from Texas. Look him horns. He needs to get him more involved in the situation. Buffalo, of course, is awesome team here. Oh wait, we're talking about Jacksonville. Yeah, we're talking about Jacksonville. Why was I mentioning Buffalo? I guess because I saw that Gare Bear is on right there.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
Gare Bear, Garrison, my man. Anyway, Jacksonville is picked at 3. I'm going to take Jaguars at Wembley. I would say at home, but I guess you could say their second home. 24-20, give it the Jags over the Falcons.
Okay. Jaguars were embarrassed on their home field Sunday by the Texans. They have been one of the bigger disappointments so far this season, I would say. Jaguars, after winning the AFC South last year, this year, they're just there. They're not winners. They're not losers. They're just meh. Atlanta last week had problems in losing to the Lions on offense. They could not run the ball to save their life. Jaguars offense has struggled, but this is the chance to get it going, and I think they will, even though the Jaguars have lost the last 3 in London. I think that changes
Ooh.
here. Give me the Jaguars to beat the Falcons 27-21. Duval. All right. Next game on the list. We have hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. We'll get to that in just a minute, Bills Mafia, when we cover our game. But in the meantime, let's go to this game next, as it is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. This game is in Tennessee, and the Bengals are 2.5-point favorites.
You're right on the money again.
Let's go.
You're 4-0, I think, right now.
4-0. You'll love to see it. Love to see it. Referee for this game is?
Referee for Bengals and the Titans is Sean Smith.
And the announcers for this game are Adam Amin and Mark Schlereth. And the lowest ticketed price on Game Time, $100.
That's not bad.
A hundo.
Hundo.
The Bengals and the Titans. Who do you guys got and why for the Bengals and the Titans?
Bengals and Titans. I went first last time, so who wants to go first this time?
I guess I
Tim,
could.
what you got?
Well, considering Joe Burrow's problem, I think it's his calf. I guess he could be okay. Tennessee has just been underwhelming the last couple of years. Give the edge to Cincinnati here. Not much to say about this one. Give the Bengals over those Titans 27-20.
Yeah, the Bengals won a must-win game Monday night, but now they go on the road to face, on a short wait to face the Titans team that did not play well at all last week. That's usually a bad combination, but the Bengals seem to get it going against the Rams, and I think that carries over here as Joe Burrow continues to get healthier. I'm going to go with the Bengals to beat the Titans by a final score of Bengals over Titans 23-20. Yeah. LC, what say you?
For Titans and Bengals.
Yes.
Oh, man, this is just going to be ugly. Realistically, it's an ugly team. It's an ugly matchup. The Bengals are pretty bad offensively. They really haven't put up really much of a fight. They beat the Rams, but realistically on offense, you may put up 24 against the Baltimore Ravens, but 19 against the Rams and then 3 against the Browns. This Bengals team looks like they're in deep trouble already, and it's only week number 4. The thing is, though, the Titans are much worse. And no, Mike Vrabel, no, you're not going to have to you're not going to have to cut off your dick if you win the Super Bowl, because let's be honest, the Titans are not going to the Super Bowl. Remember when he said that, though? He said he wants to cut off his dick if the Titans win the Super Bowl. Remember when he said that?
What?
It's going to be
really said. He said this. He said this in real life. This is a real life quote. And if you want to look this up, it's a real quote. So yeah,
I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't think you want to do that either.
I'm just gonna take your word. What the?
Yeah, Mike Vrabel. That was when I first saw that, I just really thought it was a joke. But then when he actually backed it up. Yeah, I did not expect that. But anyways, Cincinnati's 2.5-point favorites. I'll give them the 2.5. This game's gonna be ugly, just like the Titans. I think this game kind of similar to like the Titans Saints kind of game a few weeks ago in week 1. I think this game's gonna be low scoring. I think this game's gonna be a lot of field goals, a lot of defensive plays. But in the end, I think Cincinnati will get the job done. Unfortunately, I think they're gonna win, even though they cost me the number 1 spot on my pick'em pool. Even though I'm number 1 in the standings, I was in the running again for the second week in a row. And the Bengals blew it. I had the Rams and the Bengals blew it. But anyways, you know what? This week I'm going to take the Bengals. I'm going to be smart and take the Bengals on the road. And they have beaten Tennessee pretty well recently. They've actually done pretty well, including the playoffs. They beat them in the regular season last year. and then they won the playoffs when they were the 6th seed.
Yes.
Yes, they were the 6th seed. The Titans were the 1 seed, and that was a few years ago. So realistically, I'm going to pick the Bengals here. I think this is a low-scoring game, but I think it's going to be, and this is my bold prediction, Evan McPherson hits 5 field goals in the win. My final score is going to be 15-14. Give me the Bengals.
Ooh.
Wow.
Just field goals.
Just field goals.
No touchdowns.
Titans will score their touchdowns, but the Bengals are just going to get field goals. Actually, no, sorry, not 15. 18-14. 18-14, give me the Bengals.
Okay. All right. Next game on the list we have is the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. This game is from Indy. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Rams are 1 point favorite.
Sorry, Alex.
1.
First losing.
1.
It is 1.
It says 1.
It says 1, but it's actually for the Colts. They flipped it.
What?
They flipped it. They say here Colts -1 over under 46.5.
Wow.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Wow.
Very interesting to say the least. Referee for this game is
Land Clark.
And you got Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma on the call, and the lowest price, $51.
Hey, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Alex, you know
Yes.
what? Even though it's a 1-point spread, time to let fate decide.
Oh, you flipping the coin.
Yep, I got my coin right here. Decided to do it for this game because I was thinking about doing it for your game, Alex, but this realistically, I came up with my winner. All right, for that game. But this game, I realistically could not just determine who was going to win.
Hold up.
Wow.
Before you do that, let me join you.
There you go.
Because this is mine as well.
All right.
So awesome.
I really don't know who to pick here because I don't know if Anthony Richardson's going to be playing or not.
It's Minshew. More likely it's going to be Minshew.
I think I might have to put this away. No, I'm just kidding. I think I might have to put this away. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right.
But anyways, see, because it is a 1-point spread, it's nasty. Number 1 is the 1 on here, and I'm gonna have the 1 be the Rams, and the AR is the Colts for Anthony Richardson. Even though he may not play, I had to put it. It's fitting.
JFK heads, Rams, American Eagle, Bald Eagle is tails for the Colts home team. Here we go. Ready?
All right, on the count of 3, gentlemen. 1, 2, 3.
Baba Booey! Who you got?
Show and tell.
Just a game.
Colts. I got the Colts.
Colts.
So do I.
And Colts.
I have the Colts as well. I think this is going to be a field goal. My score 20-17. Give me Indy.
21-20. Give me the Colts. Minshew Mania. Game
Run wild, brother.
Game winning touchdown.
Give me the Colts by score 27-19.
All right, not short and sweet and to the point. I love it. All right, LC, it's your turn because it's your game.
My
because
turn.
it is the Pittsburgh Stars and the Houston Texans. This game is in H-Town, Houston. And let's see, we got the Steelers as 3-point favorites.
Back on track.
Back on the right track. Referee for this game is
Bill Vinovich. Ugh.
Oh
God. I'm not a fan of Bill Vinovich. I'm not a fan of him.
And
He always calls Steeler games very wonky. So
and calling the game at the winning for the touchdown. Miraculous, wonderful, magical. And Adam Archuleta as well.
You know the rules.
Save me for last. Lowest ticketed price, $172.
That's not bad.
Because the Steelers always travel well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You always
travel well.
Tim, actually, you know what? I'm going to go first in this one if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I want to
go,
go first. This
go.
one.
Oh,
Steelers seem to find their offense in the victory over the Raiders last week, while the Texans blew out the Jacksonville Jaguars, getting the first victory. CJ Stroud played well in this game, but the Steelers front will be a big problem to his offensive line. I don't know. There's just something about this CJ Stroud kid. There's something about it. So, sorry about it. Now listen. Every year, Mike Tomlin, it doesn't matter what games, seems to dumb down to one of their opponents. And I think this is the week where he does that. Steelers always 1 week out of the year, they dumb down to their opponents. I think this is the week they do it. Give me the Houston Texans to beat the Steelers 21-20. H-Town.
I'm sorry. I'm like,
and Lucas right now is probably asking himself,
Is you for real?
yeah.
And
Bitch, are you for real?
Another understatement.
And
What in the all types of blue hell?
And
Bitch, please.
yeah.
just how I see it. It's just how I see it. Give me the Texans. Tim, what you got?
I don't have the kind of balls that A Pizzle has on this one.
I'll spit up a drink.
Sorry.
Oh,
I can't make a big time upset prediction on this one. I don't think it's going to be Houston this time. It may be another team, maybe down the road during the season, but I cannot see Pittsburgh taken down by Houston. Houston's going to get like maybe 3 touchdowns here, but I see Pittsburgh getting the edge here. I'm going to go ahead, take Pittsburgh over Houston by a score of 28-21. I don't quite have the balls, you know.
you don't have balls. That's all right. That's okay. It's all right.
All right.
Lay it on us.
So, Alex, do you realize what the record is for the Texans versus the Steelers?
Yeah, they haven't won.
No, they're 5-2. So they have. One of them was in the inaugural season.
Yep.
But the other time was because of referee shenanigans. They may have only won twice, and it was in Houston. But here's the thing, though. The last time the Steelers played the Texans in Houston, guess what the score was?
Let's see. Let me guess.
I'm
But
just
actually, let me look this up.
No. Don't look this up. Just guess.
No, but,
Just guess. Come on.
35-0.
Close. 34-6.
Okay, that was close.
34-6. So you were technically close. Realistically, Pittsburgh in their last some of their games against Houston, it wasn't Pittsburgh. They won once in Pittsburgh, won once in Houston. But besides that, Pittsburgh averages a lot of points against the Texans. Realistically, I'm actually gonna calculate their average. So you guys will actually tell me. I will actually tell you guys.
We're doing
the
math.
average is. Yes, we're doing maths.
Doing math.
Maths. So
Okay.
So out of 7 games, the Steelers averaged 24.71 points. Let's just round that up to 25, just for math's sakes. So while the Houston Texans average around 11.5 points. So really, by that standard, Pittsburgh should win by the Eagles' score got me 25-11. But here's the thing. I will give the Texans credit. They did play good against the Jacksonville Jaguars team, but the Jacksonville Jaguars right now are the definition of mid. The Texans, they really have not. They other than that one game, they really have not impressed me realistically. They have not really impressed me at all. And the Texans with C.J. Stroud, you know how bad Ohio State quarterbacks do in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
They
I forgot
don't
about
fare
that.
very well. They don't.
I
fare
forgot about that.
So they really do not fare very well, especially against the Steelers. Not many rookie quarterbacks win against the Steelers. It's very rare. So right now it looks looks like one of the best offensive tackles in the NFL. Laramie Tunsil will be out once again.
Oh, no.
Do you
What a
know what that
shame.
means
Wow.
for the Texans and TJ Watt, the reigning undisputed right now AFC Defensive Player of the Week and possible MVP candidate and right now a lock for one of the locks for defensive MVP. Guess how many sacks he has this year in 2.5 games? 6. He's gotten it against the 49ers offensive line.
Yep.
He did it against the Browns offensive line.
Yep.
Makes you think that the Texans offensive line is going to fare any better. Oh, yeah. And he also did it against the Raiders, who by week 2, during the first 2 games, did not allow a single sack on their quarterback. And then Steelers end up having with one count away thanks to Trump Lake and the officiating. Yeah, I know. The officiating is terrible. I know the NFL officiating everywhere has been pretty bad this year. Very subpar. But realistically, let's be honest here. Even though I'm not a fan of Bill Vinovich as a referee in the game, I really do think that the Steelers will not need the officiating to help them, to help the other team out to keep it competitive. The Steelers dominated against the Raiders, and it wasn't even close. I think Pittsburgh goes into Houston and puts a whooping on Houston. I don't think this is a lock. It's not a lock by any means. Mike Tomlin does have a history of playing down the competition, but the thing is, rookie quarterbacks don't fare well against us. Rookie quarterbacks, I actually looked this at. Rookie quarterbacks against the Steelers have a win percentage of .72 all time.
Wow.
.72. And when were most of the wins when rookie quarterbacks played the Steelers? In the 1960s.
70s. So
not even the 70s. None in the 80s. One in the 90s. None in the 2000s. None in the 2010s. And none so far in 2020. In the 2020s. So I'm just telling you guys this right now because I love stats. I love statistics. It helps me out. I am a big numbers guy, even though I'm not the facts guy. I still am someone I still am someone who'll be able to put down a good spit down. And there really isn't anybody in the Texans fan base out there to really clown this week. I had Raider Ben last week, and Raider Ben, I'm glad you paid that bet for me. That was awesome.
What was the bet?
For 2 liters of soda, cold 2 liters of soda over the head. And if the Steelers lost, I would have had to also eat a couple of habanero peppers.
Oh, no.
So I avoided the habanero peppers, which I'm very happy about. But at the end of the day, let's be honest here. The Steelers, other one. The Steelers won for my early birthday present, which was awesome.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue their win streak against the Houston Texans. My final score, I think this game's over. I think the Houston Texans, here's what I think is going to happen. Actually, I think the Steelers will let the Texans get ahead early, just by a bit. We're going to take a huge lead going into halftime. Houston's going to try and come back, make it somewhat close, and then Pittsburgh's going to run away with it in the fourth quarter. That's how I think this game is going to be.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be too stressful. I really want a stress-free Steeler game, and I think this is going to be a stress-free Steeler game, or not really that stressful because the game on Sunday night really wasn't that stressful. It wasn't. So until Trump Lake and the referees decided to do everything. Gary, be quiet. But anyways, I'm going to finish up on my score.
Yes.
Gary, be quiet. My final score is going to be Steelers. I'm going to say 20. This will actually be the first thing. Steelers scores 30 for the first time in 2.5 years on offense.
Ooh.
Wow.
Steelers win 30 to 17. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. TJ Watt, prediction for TJ Watt. 2.5 sacks for TJ Watt. Texans don't have their top offensive tackle.
That sounds fair.
It's going to be a bad day for the Houston Texans.
Yep.
Their defense is also
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But then again, I hope I'm right. We'll see.
All right.
All right. Next game on the list, I'll bet you're probably anticipating this one as it is a divisional game. It is the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. This game is in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I'm seeing right here, the Browns are 3-point favorites.
You're right again.
Right again. Let's effing go. Referee for this game is
Referee. Oh my God, where did it go? Somehow it took it out of me. Oh, sorry. Here it is.
Uh-oh.
So referee for Ravens and Browns is Brad Allen.
And you got Iron Eagle and Charles Davis on the call. Interesting.
Yeah, it's
and
the
the
CBS game of the week.
cheapest ticket for a pair for one is $97.
That's not bad, actually.
Not bad at all. Tim, who you got? Let's see what Tim has to say about this game first. Browns and Ravens from Cleveland.
Browns, Ravens. Let's see here. I don't know what kind of Ravens team we're going to see. I don't know what kind of quarterback we're going to see Lamar Jackson be. Deshaun Watson, he's pretty good here. But I guess you said the spread is 3 for Cleveland?
3 for Cleveland.
3, yes.
3 for Cleveland. Sound the alarm, Alex. I think this is Lamar Jackson's perfect opportunity to get into a really good rhythm. He's got some pretty good receivers. And it's going to be a 3-point victory. I see the Baltimore Ravens beating the Browns in Cleveland by a score of 24-21.
LC, what about you? First,
I'm surprised you guys are actually going with the Ravens here. You have the Gooses.
I didn't make my pick yet.
Well, I'm surprised Tiny Tim with the Ravens. So, Tiny Tim, the Baltimore, Lamar Jackson has 4 touchdowns this year, 2 through the air and 1 on the ground and 2 on the ground. But has he really looked that impressive at all this year? Be honest.
Well,
Be
not
honest.
really. I mean,
Exactly my point. Here's the thing, though. The Cleveland Browns defense has only allowed 1 offensive touchdown through 3 games so far this year. Browns defense is actually for real this year. I hate to say it because I'm a Steeler fan. I hate to say it, but I'm going to call it like I see it. The Browns defense is for real. So, Alex, play the clip.
Which one?
You for real?
Oh,
You for real?
I am 100% for real.
Bitch, are you for real?
Yes, I am. I am for real. This is the Browns' last game before their bye week, and they go into their bye week on a strong note. Give me the Cleveland Browns actually being Baltimore. I think the Cleveland Browns dominate them. This is a game I'm not concerned for my lock of the week either. My lock's in later. My lock's in later, but realistically, I think the Browns whoop the Ravens' ass.
oh,
Being realistic here. I think here's my projection for Lamar's stat line. He's already had 2 games this year with no touchdowns at all. No touchdowns through the air. And then 2 games with no rushing touchdowns. Lamar Jackson is going to be playing from behind a lot. And this Ravens team really does not impress me offensively at all. They do not impress me. The only offensive threat that's actually somewhat of a threat is Zay Flowers. Other than that, Lamar Jackson really does not have anything really going for him. He's overrated. I'm going to say it again. He is overrated. I do not think hey, trust me, I'm disappointed. I don't know why I took him in fantasy. I don't know why.
Neither
I thought
do
it was a good year.
Neither do I.
But he's been very, very mediocre. He's the definition of mid.
Mid.
My final score is going to be Ravens 10. I think they get a late garbage time touchdown. Browns 28. Calling right here, bold game. Browns have a big game, and Lamar Jackson has one garbage time touchdown through the ground very late when the Browns are all playing their backups.
All right.
This game's gonna go
So
halftime.
this is an enormous early season divisional game between two good teams? Question mark.
Question
Good,
mark indeed. Question mark
bad,
indeed.
meh teams. I wouldn't say they're good. I wouldn't say they're bad. They're just, Ravens lost on the road to the Colts, or Ravens lost at home to the Colts and have been hit hard with injuries. The Browns have won 2 out of their 3 behind that dominant defense. And the defense, I think, here will be the difference. I think Lamar Jackson and the passing game, they aren't clicking yet. But I have a feeling, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I think the Browns take it. I'm with LC in this one. I'm going to go with the Browns to beat the Ravens. Final score, 24-17. Give me Cleveland.
There you go. I like it.
Okay.
All right. Next game. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before I bring this up. Yes.
I was wondering where Patrick was.
There he is.
There he is.
Took him long enough. All right. Next game. Ooh, this one's interesting. We got a battle of 0-3 teams, as it is the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. This game is in Carolina. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Vikings are 4-point favorites.
Vikings are 4-point favorites against the Panthers. You are right once again.
Let's go. Okay. Referee for this game is Minnesota.
Trump Lake.
Drop like
And you got Alex Faust and Brady Quinn on the call.
Quinn, Jesus.
Brady Quinn on the call. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this game is features 2 teams that are winless. That means it's pretty much a survivor bowl. You can't go 0-4. The Vikings have played better of the 2 teams, but they can't stop anybody. They just can't stop anybody. Defense will play better here, and they will find a way to win it with Kirk Cousins having another somewhat decent day. I'm going to go with Minnesota to get their first win of the year. Vikings get the win over the Panthers. Final score 17-14.
Skull.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So, Tiny Tim, you want me to go first? You go with me next? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, LC. Go ahead.
Alrighty. Thank you for letting me go ahead. Vikings and Panthers, aka the other Hell No game of the week. But realistically, there's something interesting about this game. Both times as a Viking, Kirk Cousins has won against the Panthers.
True.
When he was a Washington Redskin, yes, they were the Redskins back then.
Still are.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop that. He lost both times.
Yep.
So as a Viking, he's 2-0 against the Panthers. The Panthers may be at home, but the Panthers realistically have not been that good on offense. And I will say, though, I did watch your stream earlier, Mac. Bryce Young's not playing. He didn't play last week. It was Andy Dalton. So, but the Panthers, though, I will give them credit for something. They do have a good running game. And Adam hooked on a Thielen has been playing a lot better recently.
Ooga shaka.
Ooga, shaka, ooga.
But realistically, I don't think that changes things up. Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, really has not been that impressive in the past few years in the NFL. And the Vikings are due for a win.
He wasn't impressive after he left Cincinnati.
That's a good point. I think he only had one good game in New Orleans, and that was about it. But realistically, that's beside the point.
Yeah, it was in London. They lost.
Yeah. Bryce Young, though, Bryce Young did have Bryce Young is probably still not going to play, which I think smart. You keep him on the bench while he heals from that concussion, along with Anthony Richardson. I think it's smart not playing them. But at the end of the day, I'm going to pick the Vikings at this point. I really think the Vikings are due for a win. You got Justin moving on up Jefferson. getting a big touchdown late in the game to seal it. My final score is going to be Vikings 27, Panthers 23. Give me the Vikings.
Cheapest ticket,
Yeah.
$84.
I was waiting for that.
$84.
$84
Wow.
bucks.
$84.
$84. Well,
Not too shabby.
I'm going to go with the Vikings on this one right here. Interesting statistic that LC put up. 2-0 against the Panthers in a Vikings uniform. Very interesting. I say he'll go 3 this time. Not really much to say about it here. Give me the Vikings over the Panthers by a score of 26-21.
All right. Next game on the list, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. This game is from New Orleans at the Superdome. The Saints are, from what I'm seeing right here, are 3-point favorites.
They are? Hold on. That can't be right. Especially without Derek Carr?
Yeah.
Huh. Color
Yeah.
me surprised. Unfortunately, they're not 3. They are 3.5.
Oh,
Surprisingly.
Just a little bit up.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure this out.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Where's the thing? Where is it? I haven't used this one yet. I don't think I've used this clip yet.
Well, yes.
There we go. I was waiting for that one. Yes.
Yeah.
I was waiting for
That's
that one.
his thoughts right now. Referee for this game is
Referee for the Buccaneers and the Saints, Sean Hockley.
you got Chris Myers and Robert Smith on the call, and the lowest price ticket, $96.
$96.
Buccaneers.
Actually surprising.
And the Saints.
Buccaneers and the Saints.
Who do you guys got and why? Bucks and Saints.
I went. Tiny Tim, how about you go first, buddy?
Yeah, not really much to say on this one here. 2 teams are both kind of meh.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're not blah, but they're kind of meh.
Yeah.
And I usually go with Matt's philosophy. If it's it's 3 points for the Saints. Not sure. Go with the home team, but the home team are picked by 3. I say I'm going to go with the Saints on this one. Give me a score. Saints 24, Bucks 20.
All right. Both teams are coming off losses, and the Saints will almost certainly be playing famous Jameis Winston against his former team with Derek Carr being hurt.
Jameis.
So this will be a game that will be won pretty much by their defense. So Tampa's offense wasn't good enough against the Eagles. Winston will do just enough to win it, and I think the Saints and Who Dat Nation will get the win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Baker Mayfield will be the pastry chef once again. Give me the Saints to beat the Buccaneers by a final score of 21-14. Who dat?
So,
Yeah.
yes, I got to go back to stats, like once again, because I'm going to go back to one of my favorite sites, StatMuse. That site's good,
guy.
though. StatMuse is actually a really good site, and I've been using it for a little while. I've won a lot of money thanks to using StatMuse. So, StatMuse is a good site. So, with that being said,
StatMuse.
Baker Mayfield
I'll have
versus
to, I'll have
the
to
New
remember
Orleans.
that.
Yep, it's actually a really good site to see how they've done in the past versus teams. So Baker Mayfield has only played them once, the New Orleans Saints once, and it was on September 25th, 2022, and that was when he actually won that game. He was 12 for 25, 170 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He did get 3 sacks though, but he did get the win in this game. And Alex.
Yes.
Sound the alarm.
Oh, wait just a second.
Hey, Tampa Bay. The Bucks are hot and ready to play. Hey, hey, Tampa Bay, gonna beat them Saints. Because why? Jameis Winston will try and eat a W on Sunday against his former team, but he's gonna come up just a bit short. Give me the Buccaneers in the upset here. Buccaneers final score 27-26. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as my upset pick of the week. And Dashy wants to know.
Yeah.
Bitch, are you for real?
I am 100% for real.
Interesting. Okay. Next game on the list, another divisional game. It is the NFC East turn. It is the Washington Commanders, Redskins, against the Philadelphia Eagles. This game is in Philadelphia. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Eagles are so much better than the Eagles because they're favored by 8.
8.5.
Well, that's not bad.
That's still good.
I'm still taking it as a win.
Still take it as a W. Still take the dub.
Referee for this game is
Referee for Eagles and the Redskins / Commanders / Washington football team is Ron Torbert. Ugh.
And you have Joe Davis and Daryl Johnston, a.k.a.
Moose
on the call. And the lowest ticketed price, holy shit, $293.
Holy free, holy.
Wow.
$293.
Alex, you mind if I go first on this one?
Go.
Because I really think that it's time to put this in. Even though last game was my upset of the week, this time it's time to lock it in.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
Oh my goodness. And they, even though the Washington Redskins / Commanders / anyone won the last game in November 2022, that was when Jalen Hurts ended up having to lead the game early. But this time, however, and that was also when the Eagles were, that was in the undefeated streak, the end of that undefeated streak. So realistically, the Eagles are going to take this one very seriously. They're not going to overlook Sam Howell and the Washington Commanders / Redskins / football team. This is 100% a lock. I think the Eagles are going to come out on fire, especially having to play, even though they're playing on a short week. I think they're going to look at that game last year, the team that ended their undefeated season last year, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, bring it on. They also do very well against rookie and young quarterbacks. They do very well. The thing is, last year, though, was a completely different scenario. Last year, Johnster, it was a completely different scenario. Eagles kind of let their foot off the gas last year. This year, they're trying to get back into the game. They're trying to compete with the San Francisco 49ers. Give me the Eagles to win this game convincingly. I was thinking about the other games, but realistically, if I had to pick a team that's going to win, and I think they will hang. Washington will hang with them for a bit. The Eagles will play away in the second half and make it an official lock. Final score, 34-20. Give me the Eagles. And Senator Romy.
Oh, yes. Where is he at?
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Can't believe he has a mustache now.
Neither can I. Well, the Commanders' offensive line gave up 9 sacks against the Buffalo Bills last week. Eagles' defensive front is so much better than Buffalo's because they got Jalen Carter, they got Nakobe Dean, they still have, I believe, Derek Barnett's still there. And this will not go well for one Sam Howell, who threw 4 interceptions last week. Eagles offense was better against Tampa Bay on Monday night, and I think that carries over here. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Washington Commanders, Redskins, what have you there. Final score, 30-20. You know what time it is.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
All right. Well,
What
this
say
is
you?
not this is not my lock of the week, but
Not mine either.
I say in convincing fashion here. Those chickens got a real good chance to stay in the top three in the NFC, if not in the whole league there. And playing a Washington team that's kind of quietly doing things good, but just not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I got to go with those filthy Philadelphia chickens. Give me the chickens. 26-21. Let's hear that guy one more time.
One more
The
time.
Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Baby. All right. Now, I saved this game, this 1 o'clock game for last because I will be in attendance for this game. But, however, I'm not going alone.
Garrison!
Can I help you?
Hey, buddy.
What do you want? I'm busy right
Garrison,
now.
my buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, look, I'll talk to this guy. I'm not so sure about this guy, but that guy over there can go fuck off for all I care.
Hey, buddy.
What do you want? I'm
How
busy.
you doing?
I am busy right now.
What are you busy with?
Hi, Care Bear.
I'm doing stuff.
Hi,
What are you
Care
busy?
Bear. Hi, Care Bear.
Well, I'm trying to get on my fucking computer for a change. I had to go mobile for a moment because goddamn technology don't want to work.
Modern technology
Bear.
at its finest.
Care Bear.
I guess Wi-Fi's flipping out, huh?
Give me a sec here.
Okay, fine. Wait. There's two. There was two. Wait.
Oh, that's better.
That's much better.
Hey, Care Bear. Hey, Care Bear.
That's much better.
Turn
Might
this-
as well just get this
Hey,
out the
Care
way.
Bear. Hey, Care Bear.
USB mode.
Okay.
Can I have a hug, Care
All right,
Bear?
Bills and Dolphins.
Well, I'm going. Well, the truth is, I'm going. You know, the crazy thing is, I don't even have any fucking, merchandising of the Bills.
Doesn't.
I got nothing right now. All I got is my fucking one shirt that I wear all the goddamn time.
You used to wear white. Now you're wearing black.
Well,
Remember
yeah.
that.
Once you go black, you never go back.
That's true.
Okay, LC, while these guys are having a little love fest here, I've got the Bills picked by 3.
I like the sound of that.
Bills by 3
Yeah,
points.
2.5.
Let's see.
Ooh.
2.5.
Bills are actually 2.5. So Alex is actually right. It is
2.5.
2.5.
I'm the
Okay,
winner.
2.5.
Congrats.
This game is in Buffalo. Referee for this game is.
Referee for the game. For
Who are
your
we going to
guys'
be booing?
game. The
Who
game
are we
you
going to
will-
be booing?
Who are you
Weird.
going to be booing? You are going to be booing Adrian Hill.
Oh,
Adrian
He was the
Hill.
referee last. Wait, no, that wasn't a referee. It was the referee for the Monday night game. So it wasn't terrible.
and we got the CBS A team. We got Jim Nance and Tony Romo on the call.
Of course, it has to be the.
All right.
If they
And
didn't
the
have it on
cheapest ticket on Game Time. Oh boy, this is a lot less. This is a lot. Actually, this is a lot more than I paid for my ticket. Thank God. $285 is the cheapest ticket for the Bills and the
Wow.
Your
Dolphins. Hi,
ticket.
Mark.
Pretty good dollar out there.
Huh?
Oh, your ticket? You mean our ticket?
Our ticket. I said
You
our
said your ticket.
our.
This is our tickets,
You're
not
right.
yours.
Yours.
You simple-minded first-person motherfucker. This is our tickets,
Your
not
first time.
yours or mine. This is ours.
First time. First game.
Okay. I guess what we should do here.
No comment.
Since Gary represents the home team, he will go last.
No comment.
Then Alex will go since he's the visiting team. First, I want to hear what LC's got to say.
Okay.
Okay,
This
so
ought to be good.
Bills and Dolphins. This is one that I realistically was
Oh, I got the
battling
viewers.
back and forth with. Hold on, I was battling back and forth between these two teams. The Buffalo Bills with their fantastic defense. Their defense right now is number. What the fuck?
Shut up. Just don't fucking talk.
What?
I missed it.
What were you walking, Alex? You're gonna have to watch the replay. What
I
was that
said
walk?
keep fucking talking.
Bear, I want a hug. Sorry, I just do it just to mess with him. That's all. I do it just to mess with him.
Gotta love that, Gary.
Anyways. Bills and Dolphins. Bills have the number 3 ranked defense right now, and the best thing about it is the Miami Dolphins do technically have the number 1 offense. So it's the unstoppable object versus the immovable and So it's the immovable
The irresistible force versus the immovable object.
Hulk
Exactly.
Hogan,
That's what
Andre
you're
the
trying
Giant,
to say.
WrestleMania 3.
Thank you. So, anyways, thank you, Tiny Tim. But anyways, for this game, it's going to be a really good affair because both teams on offense will be able to put up points. But the question is, which team will be able to realistically stop the other on defense? The Bills do have a bigger history of being able to do so. They have been able to shut down receivers before. But the thing is, this time, however, the Dolphins will be without Jalen Waddle, which is a big problem. Even though the Dolphins do have Robbie Chosen Anderson, Braxton Berrios, and more, I don't think they can really compare as the Bills' other receiving targets. Gabriel Davis has a much more established threat on the receiving game. You have Stephon Diggs, who has been able to own the Dolphins recently. And according to StatMuse, let's go ahead and pull up my StatMuse.
Oh, here we go.
Those sites. Josh Allen versus the Dolphins. I actually want to pull this up because this is actually something that's really going to.
I think it's more boring hearing you talk about stacks than it is hearing about fat ass talk about what's in the goddamn ingredients of a cereal.
Shut up, Gary. Shut up, Gary. You're going to like my stats. So, anyways.
About your goddamn numbers! Keep talking about other shit!
He has had a total of 27 touchdowns and 5 interceptions in 10 games versus the Dolphins in his career, averaging 2.5 touchdowns per game, without the last 3 games not throwing a single interception. Tua Tagovailoa, though, has thrown an interception before against the Buffalo Bills, which has hurt him. But at the end of the day, the biggest stat I think that will make the big difference in the game, the offensive line of both teams.
Bless you.
The Bills' offensive line has not allowed nearly as many sacks as the Dolphins. And at the end of the day, I think that's going to be the big benefactor here. I'm going to take the home team here because, remember, Smitty's or Max's rule. If you're not sure who to pick, go with the home team. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills at home. I'm sorry, Alex. I hate to do this to you, but I'm taking the Bills at home. I think they give the Dolphins their first loss, but I think the Dolphins will pay them back later in the year. My final score is going to be Buffalo 30-35, Dolphins 33. Alex, play that clip.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Yes, sir, because
I can see him doing that.
It's not happening until the Super Bowl or the game.
I can see him doing that.
Circles the wagon like the Buffalo
Bills.
Tiny Tim, your turn.
Okay, so it's me now.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely the game of the week right here.
Mm-hmm. Alex, play it.
So Alex, if you got that little thing,
which one?
Game of the week.
Yes, because it is.
Oh yeah,
It's a game of the week.
You got Miami that put up a freaking 70 burger against those donkeys. And then you got the Buffalo Bills who are just striding pretty good.
Yeah,
I would say so. This is going to be one heck of a battle. It's going to go back and forth, nip and tuck. It is going to be great. But in the end, like LC says, and like Matt says, unsure, go with the winner. Buffalo is picked by 3.
Yep.
Was that 3? Yeah. They'll just inch it a little bit more. So I got to go with the Buffalo Bills this time, although Miami is going to make the Bills work for it. Miami ain't going to sit down. They're not going to lie down. They're going to make Buffalo work for it, but in the end, I do see Buffalo taking the late victory by a score of 34-30.
All right.
Okay, so I guess since Alex is the visiting team, he'll go next.
Alex, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go full screen on this one. Actually, no. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say it right here. I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm not gonna go full screen this week.
Okay.
We'll stay right here. I have some stats of my own.
Oh God.
I have some stats of my own. It's not as boring as his.
Oh,
No
shut
offense.
up.
No offense.
Boring.
You're gonna make numbers interesting. Let's hear it.
Yes, I will. Because Dolphins have started 3-0 7 times since 1995, including last year. They are 8-20 combined in those 4 games immediately following the 3-0 start. Last week, we scored 70 points. That's more points than 18 teams have scored. 18 teams have scored all throughout the last 3 games, all throughout the season. Now, our offense, we are first in points per game, 43.3. First in yards per game, 550.3. Passing yards per game, 362. Rushing yards per game, 188.3. And red zone percentage, 78.6. Now, our offensive line has played absolutely amazing. They've only allowed 1 sack in 3 games. Just 1. Head-to-head, Josh Allen versus Tua. Josh Allen has 4 wins. Tua only has 1. Josh Allen has 1,356 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Tua has 999 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions against those head-to-head matchups. Now, as far as this game is concerned, Bills are flying high Dolphins are flying high after scoring 70 points last week. Offense has looked really good so far, but Buffalo has owned this series in recent years. Since 2017, they have the edge, 10 games to 2. Defense looked much better last week. I think that matters. I hope I'm wrong. But I think Josh Allen gets back on track, and I think the Bills take it.
So you're going to buy me dinner that night?
Well, I mean, to each their own. I'm going with the Bills to beat the Dolphins. Bills to beat the Dolphins. First things first, I'm a realist. Bills beat the Dolphins. I'm going to say 28-24. Let's hear that dude one more time.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
However, if we win, this will be me.
Miami wins the game! Miami wins the game!
That'll be me, but I don't see it happening. 28-24 Bills.
So basically when you bust a nut in a woman's asshole, that's what you say.
Oh my God.
That's what you say. That's the first word that come to my mind when you bust a nut is that.
Could happen.
Oh God.
You never know.
I don't know what to say about what I just witnessed there. So
Yes, I did.
So that's a true form of ADHD, huh?
What do you mean? ADHD?
Well, ADHD, ADD. That guy was fucking nuts.
No, that's Michael Irvin.
It's Michael Irvin, though.
Oh,
Of course he's nuts.
Michael Irvin, the playmaker of the Hall of Fame.
I didn't know who the hell that was because I don't pay attention to these figures. Hell, I didn't even know who the asshole was that was going nuts about the Bills all those years ago.
Yeah.
Why is it my turn to talk now or something?
I mean, yeah.
Basically.
Do I have to talk?
Yes, you do.
I'm not listening to your ass. I'm listening.
You're here.
I'm listening to the guy who's running this program.
Correct.
How dare you, Gary?
Yeah, this is his show. Fuck
It
you.
is my show.
This guy is the other co-star. You can go fuck yourself for all I care. But by the way, what happened to the other guy? A fucking steel dildos or whatever his name was.
Yinzer Mac.
He's supposed to be a part of this program.
He's working.
He still
Right?
is.
They should call the 4 Horsemen instead of the fucking
Three Amigos.
I
You
should
see,
probably.
this is why I love the hell out of Gary. This is why I love him.
I should be the fourth man because the other guy wants to fucking slack all the time, not appear on this program. I should be the fifth.
Well, he's actually got a second shift job, so we have to give an excuse.
He's a working man.
We have to give him an excuse. Yeah, his job is fucking making moonshine for himself. That's his job right there, the goddamn butthole. He better get his ass back on this program. My turn to talk. Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to get the door. What are you laughing about now?
I can't wait. I can't wait this Sunday. I cannot wait for this game on Sunday.
You want me to tell you the truth on how I get when it comes to Bills games? There will be times where I'll be oblivious or I won't pay attention as much. But when the fucking teams are at either the 20 or 30, at least close to the touchdown range, around the 20, 30, 10-yard lines or whatever the fuck they're called, that's where I get really excited. Or if they're about to go for a fucking landing, I get really into these fucking games. I start screaming. I start cussing. I start fucking throwing a fit. So you might see that happen. I might cuss a little bit and start getting people a little mad, but you know what? That's okay. I'll try my best to behave. But before I talk about Buffalo,
So will I.
those fucking Miami Dolphins, man. I saw the highlights to that son of a bitch. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. Since what was it, 1966, since the Washington Redskins, Washington Commanders, excuse me.
No, Redskins.
Well, the Redskins then and now, it's been how many years? Okay, 73 points they scored then. It's
70 points last week.
70 points last week the fucking Miami Dolphins were able to get against the Broncos, literally destroying them for the rest of the season. I couldn't believe it. I was dumbfounded. I was flabbergasted. I was gobsmacked. I was befuzzled. There were so many words that I can say. The fucking Miami Dolphins, I'm going to be honest, they actually have me scared for this game.
Ooh.
They actually do have me legitimately scared for this game because the way they fucking played, they had their shit together. They had their first, second, and this game alone. It really showcased that they're probably be one of the top teams to worry about in the AFC division. It has been attested. They announced it during the Bills and Redskins game, Commanders, that the Bills and Dolphins are two of the best teams in the AFC right now. And I cannot disagree with that whatsoever. We had a successful win against the Commanders. Very, very lovely. 37-3. I'm happy with that. But the thing that I am expecting is that this game is going to be very defensive.
Yep.
I am expecting close calls between these two because every time when Buffalo goes to Miami, vice versa, or Miami comes to Buffalo, every single time when I see these two teams play, I always expect a goddamn good game, and most of the time they always do, and I fucking enjoy these games a lot. Mm-hmm. I want to see defensiveness. I want to see suspense. I want to see a lot of shit go on between these two. Josh Allen said during the post-interview that they are going to be, going by verbatim, somewhat of a fight, is what he is saying.
It's a fight.
What I would like to see in terms of scoring-wise, I want the Buffalo Bills to win it 29-26 off of a field goal.
Oh, 29. Interesting.
I'm expecting a lot of defense. I'm not expecting a big score, a little score, but I'm expecting somewhere in the middle range.
Close
game. At least the Buffalo Bills winning by a field goal.
All right.
Hell, I will not complain if they go into overtime. That's my other theory is overtime.
Well, we haven't been in overtime yet. We've won a close game against the Chargers. We went back and forth between. Well, actually, we scored on the ground against the Patriots, and then we shut out the Broncos. We haven't gone to overtime yet. I hope there's an overtime game this week.
Well, if there ends up being an overtime game, it's going to add more suspense to our little wager.
That is correct. And what is our wager?
Our wager is that we're going to be going out for Japanese cuisines after the game.
That is right.
However, though, the deal is whoever wins the loser's team has to pay for the meal.
Yes.
something harmless, simple, and effective. And I am looking forward. Well, then again, he's probably going to get a W regardless. Now, I'm not talking football-wise. I'm talking about the restaurant experience.
There will be photos about that.
Well, yeah, because I said we're going for Japanese cuisines, which means Japanese women are going to be working at this restaurant, or Chinese, but still, Oriental women are going to be working at this, and he's going to get a win regardless.
What if it's a tie, though?
Well,
what if the game ends in a tie?
Oh
that is
my
a very
God!
good
If
point,
the game
Johnster.
ended in a tie,
That's a good point, Johnster.
I would just go batshit nuts. I mean, are you fucking me? The game ends in a tie. It's so fucking good that it ends in a freaking tie. That would be like if they. Oh my God! If they brought back. God.
Okay, you want to know what I expect for a tie in terms of score? It's going to be 1 or 2, either 28-28 or 30-30. It's going to be one of those two if it ends up in a tie.
I cannot believe Tiny Tim just
30 for
dropped
30.
that bomb on live TV.
30 for 30.
Dude,
Maybe.
Tiny Tim, man, when he curses, man, it's like the greatest thing, man.
It's,
Dude, I did not expect that.
Well,
Unexpected.
You got to expect the unexpected.
I
That's
did
right.
not expect
Big
that.
brother.
I keep laughing at that little fucking.
I'm down.
Are you down
Bills
for
Mafia? Bills Mafia. Yes, I am.
Bills Mafia.
If you're down, I'm down. Just say
What
that.
is a humiliation bet?
So last year, during the Bills and Dolphins game, he had to dump soda on top of his head.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. 2
Was it
liters. Boom.
Well, that's a bit of a sticky situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
I keep looking at his little fucking buddy right there. It's fucking Twinkie the Kid. Yeah, Twinkie the Kid
Yeah.
if he was human.
Twinkie the Kid, if he was human, I remember that. I still got him here. He's still got
Still
the
there.
thing. He's still got the goofy smile. He's got the big old hat. Yeah, he's back with me, and he sends his regards. He loves you too, Gary.
Yes, he does. He loves everybody. Except for the Giants and Eagles and
Giants. Oh boy, I don't feel sorry for them.
yeah, I don't think anybody does.
I don't feel sorry for them. And I don't feel sorry for the Broncos either.
Nope.
But I digress. But yes, I am looking forward to this game. I can't wait to share
and me
this
both.
experience. You managed to get us some really good seats. I
Yes,
mean,
we did.
really good seats. It's going to be close to the field goal post, so that's going to be very nice.
Yep, in the end zone, 23 rows back.
What the fuck are we going to be eating at this game? I know you said we're going to be joining a couple of your friends of yours for a little
Tailgate.
A little tailgating, so free food. Can we get some popcorn at least?
I will. Yes, we'll get you some popcorn, maybe a soda.
I can't drink. I'm not drinking no beverages. I just want popcorn.
Okay.
I just
Gary
want
wants popcorn. Gary gets popcorn.
Well, I'll buy the popcorn maybe. I'm just asking if you want some popcorn.
Yes.
But then again, for me eating burgers and hot dogs before the game, it should hold us over for the remaining 4 hours or 5 or how long the game is going to be.
It's not going to be that long, I don't think.
Well, whatever
Maybe
it
2
is.
2.5.
Well, whatever it is, I'm excited for it and excited to see my first ever Buffalo Bills game live. And I'm probably going to be the only one not wearing any fucking memorabilia or
You don't even have a hat?
no. All I got is me, myself, and I. All I am doing is just going to the Bills game for supports. That's all.
That's right.
Give my support to the
can't wait.
Bills.
Can't wait.
But if the Dolphins actually do win this game, I'll be very, very upset.
Surprised.
But at the same
I'll be
time,
surprised.
I'll be upset, but at the same time, I'll be impressed because the Dolphins always find a way to surprise me, regardless.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm. So is that all I have to say? I did my talking. I gave my prediction. I gave my score.
Yeah, that's it.
I ain't doing no more stats. So
That's it.
I'm
That's
gonna
it.
miss you, Kip.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
all right, I'm leaving.
Thank you, Gary.
Then continue doing your thing. I'm done with this fucking guy.
I'll I'll see you on Friday.
We will be there at the airport to pick you up.
Can't wait to see you there, brother.
Oh, yes.
All right. So,
I
ciao
know.
for now. Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye. Mr. Gare Bear. See him on Friday. That is going to be fucking epic.
I bet, dude. I am very happy you get to go to the game, man.
Oh,
First
so
ever
now I guess we can
See
get.
you, Gary, once again,
That's-
though.
I think we can finally get to the late games now.
That's
We
right.
can.
First, that's going to be my first ever divisional away game.
Wow.
Yeah, first ever divisional away game. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to spend it with my brother from another mother, Mr. Gare Bear. Next game on the list, 4 o'clock slate of games. We got the Las Vegas Raiders. If I can pull this up, there it is. Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. This game is in Los Angeles. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Chargers are 5.5 point favorites.
You're right on the money. Once again,
Let's go.
you are
Referee
right.
for this game is
Referee for the. I actually was pulling up stats for a later game, but the referee for the Raiders and
Luke.
Chargers, John Hussey.
And the announcers for this game, let me see if I can find it right here. For the Chargers and the Raiders, we got Kevin Harlan and Trent Green on the call.
Yes.
And let's see, the lowest ticketed price on game time for the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders at $172. Who do you guys got and why?
So I'll go for. Actually, we'll go
Oh.
first again. Sorry, I burped.
No, not that. What is that? It's not mine. Honestly, it's not my Austin Powers.
Austin Powers enlargement kit.
Eggplant enlargement case. So you like big eggplants, huh?
Anyways,
Eggplants aren't bad. But
Okay.
Chargers.
that's
Chargers and Raiders. Let's be honest here. Chargers and Raiders. Chargers are whooping the Raiders. Even without Mike Williams, the Chargers right now should be getting Austin Eckler back this week, which will be a big help. The Raiders are starting rookie quarterback Aiden O'Connell in the game. He will be making his first NFL start for the Raiders. And I have no idea.
What do you think?
Alex, that's on you, buddy. You talk, Alex. Steven.
We do not care.
That was funny.
There we go.
Now you would think.
Yeah, no, sorry guys.
You
Brian
would
Hoyer
think
not
that
playing, but
Steven- You would think that Stephen A. Smith here would go after one of us, and it would be neither one of you two.
Yeah, it would be you.
Yeah, it would be me. Well, anyway, forgive me for interrupting. Go, LC.
There you go. You're good, man. Don't worry about it. You are completely good. But realistically, Aiden O'Connell does not stand a chance. Aiden O'Connell, Brian Hoyer, who gives a frog's ass? Neither of these quarterbacks are going to have a chance against the Chargers. Let's be honest here. Josh McDaniels will be the first head coach fired. I am definitely going to take a bet on that. If I had to take a bet, it would definitely be that. I don't think the Raiders win a game until they play New England.
Oh,
I think they win against New England and Chicago 2 in a row. But before a bye week, I think they may get a win against the Jets. I think they go into their bye week with only 4 wins, and then Josh McDaniels will be fired in the bye week. That's just how I see it personally.
okay.
That's how I see it. Chargers whooping the Raiders. I'm sorry, Raider Ben. I respect you guys. I was on Black Saturday. It was a great time, though, honestly. But I gotta be honest here. I don't know how the Raiders can win this game. I really don't. Even though Raider Ben will actually be at this game live, living in color in person for this game, I just can't take them. I'm sorry. I'm going to Chargers. I think Chargers. This will be the closest 4 o'clock game. This will be the closest of all the 4 o'clock games in regards to spread wise. This will be the closest, but realistically, if I had to pick a spread game of the week, it is going to be the Chargers.
Okay.
This is my spread game of the week, and I think the Chargers get it done. My final score is going to be Chargers 35, Raiders 17. Give me the Chargers.
And now go Chargers, go.
Ba-boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike Williams' injury really affected one of my fantasy teams. I had to make a serious change there, and I wish Mike Williams well.
Yes.
But even without him, I think Justin Herbert's going to be okay. Raiders, Raiders do Raiders things, kind of like when Chargers do Chargers things,
Yep.
Dak Prescott does Dak Prescott things. We all know that. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and take the Chargers. Give me the Chargers at home over the Raiders, 27-20. Let me hear the Terminator again.
And now go Chargers, go.
This is a game between one and two teams in an early season biggie in the division. Chargers can easily roll up big numbers on offense, but they can't stop anybody. They couldn't stop the Dolphins. They couldn't stop who the hell did they play? Who else did they play this year? Chargers
played the Vikings. They played the
couldn't stop the
Miami
Vikings.
Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans.
Couldn't stop the Titans either. Whew. So look for Justin Herbert, get to Herbie fully loaded, and he's going to play well against the Raiders defense that made Kenny Pickett get back on track last week. Chargers win in a shootout. Give me the Chargers to beat the Raiders. Final score 31-24. Give me the Chargers. Let's hear Arnie one more time.
And now go Chargers, go.
All right. Next game on the list. Ooh, this one's close to being this one of two games could be a lock. This one might be, as it is the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. This game is in San Francisco, and the 49ers are 14-point favorites, 2 touchdown point favorites.
So let me take a look here. It is 14, so you are right on that.
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
I'll be damned. Referee for this game is
one of your favorites, Alex. Cleat.
Oh,
Cleat.
Oh, Cleat. Of course it's Cleat. Kevin Kugler and Mark Dirty Butt Fumble Sanchez are on the call, and the lowest ticketed price for a pair is $113. I'll go first in this one because this is going to be a blow. I think this one is going to be a blowout. But actually, I don't think it's going to be that big of a blowout. Because Joshua Dobbs, honestly, the past couple of weeks has actually looked okay. I will say he actually has looked okay. 49ers will have, but the big key factor here is that the 49ers will have been off for 10 days. They played last Thursday. Yeah. Now they got to play on Sunday. While the Arizona Cardinals are coming off an impressive victory over the Dallas Cowboys. They are playing much better than expected. 49ers, though, are a big challenge. Even so, I think Arizona can hang around in this one. 49ers in it, but I think it's going to be tighter than expected. I'm going to go with the 49ers to beat the Cardinals. I'm going to say final score is 28-21. Give me the 49ers over the Cardinals.
Alrighty, Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers.
Spread game of the week. This is my point spread.
I realistically think that the Cardinals will try and keep this close. I was going to make this my point spread game of the week, but realistically, I decided to do the Chargers because, let's be honest, it's a quarterback making his first start. That's why I went with it. A quarterback making his first start. I think they can cover, but the 49ers are just way too good. They're going to be healthy. They're going to be rested up. And even though the Cardinals won twice in 2021, the 49ers have dominated this series recently and only losing. Other than 2021, they've pretty much only allowed the Cardinals win once recently out of the last 10. So I'm going to take the Niners, especially at home, man. The Niners are way too good at home. Niners, especially after that rest, they're going to come back healthy. Christian McCaffrey, my stat prediction for him is going to be 154 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, one receiving and 1 rushing. As the 49ers assert their dominance over the Cardinals will get a garbage time touchdown to cover the point spread. But my final score is going to be 34-24. Give me
Okay.
the 49ers. Convincingly.
No chance in hell that Arizona survives against this team here. I mean, San Francisco is probably has to be the number 2 ranked team in the entire NFC behind those chickens.
No, they're actually number 1.
Or actually number 1.
They're actually number 1.
Number 1 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, those Cardinals did do a good job against my Cowboys. It's just that my Cowboys kind of helped them out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they may have helped the Cowboys a little bit, but no, I ain't going to get no help. They're going to show no mercy. The 49ers are going to show no mercy against these Cardinals.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, I've got San Francisco winning by a decisive total of 31-16. And I hope A-Bomb is watching. I still would like to have him on the show for next week.
Get in touch with him.
A-Bomb will be happy for this. 49ers, I'm locking them up.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
I knew it was coming. I had a feeling.
Got to get in contact with him. Get in contact with A-Bomb. Get him on the show. We'd love to see him next week.
Somebody help a brother out.
He's the hookup.
All right, I'll try my best.
If he doesn't show up, we know who to blame.
Yeah,
we know who to blame.
Worry.
All right. Next game. All right, Tim. It's your turn because it is the Dallas Cowboys against the New England Patriots, but this game is in Dallas. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Cowboys are 6.5 point favorites.
Just had to make sure I was right. You were right.
Boom. Ooh.
Yeah.
You're right on this one. It was actually, hold on, Alex. The reason why I had to double check it was originally 7.5. It actually went down, which I'm actually surprised about.
Oh. Referee for this game is?
Referee for Patriots and Cowboys is Scott Novak.
And you got Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson, the Fox A-team on this show.
Makes sense. Makes sense. 2 of America's favorite teams.
Now, are we counting standing room only for seats, or should we just do seats in general?
Do it in general.
Okay. $207 is the cheapest ticket for
makes sense.
Cowboys and the Patriots from Jerry World. But if we're talking standing room only, $58 only.
Right.
Which is pretty good.
No,
we all know the rules. Save Mr. Tim for last. I will start out. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what my notes has to say. The Patriots are playing consecutive road games after beating the Jets last week, while the Cowboys are coming off of a horrible loss to the Arizona Cardinals. That loss will get the Cowboys back on track, especially on defense. I think that 11 from heaven, Micah Parsons, is going to get back on the right track. And I think the Pats won't be able to get much offense going. Cowboys will get enough to get the job done. I think this will be somewhat of a close game, but until the fourth quarter, and then the Cowboys absolutely slaughter the Patriots. Give me the Cowboys to beat the Patriots 24-10. Let's hear the coach.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Alrighty, my turn.
Bill
Belichick. Bill Belichick, you were lucky to win last week against the pathetic Jets team. What good is your team, though? Your team right now is probably the weakest in the entire AFC East. I would even take the Jets defense over the Patriots. Even though the Jets lost, if Aaron Rodgers was actually playing, Patriots would have lost by at least 15 points. I'm just being real with you guys here. Losing Aaron Rodgers hurt the Jets, but let's be real here. The New England Patriots are not that good of a team. They are beyond abhorrent. They did so. I don't know how they played well against the Dolphins. That was a complete surprise by me. But realistically, the Patriots have not looked very well offensively. Ever since week 1, their offensive point total has gone down. And it's going to continue to go down as the Cowboys completely demolish the Patriots. My final score is going to be Cowboys 37-13. Cowboys easy.
Interesting.
Your turn.
Okay, well, after last week, as I mentioned, we had 3 of our offensive linemen injured, including Zach Martin, who is probably the greatest offensive lineman the Cowboys have had since the Hall of Famer Larry Allen.
Larry Allen.
We had have Tyron Smith coming back. Tyler Smith, the second-year guy, gets a little bit hurt. Tyler Biotish, our center, our snapper, he got a little bit hurt, so that really affected Dak a little bit. I guess they kind of forced him to throw the ball a bit, kind of getting him rattled. And, of course, near the end of the game, about 3 minutes left, throws that interception in the end zone that gives the Cardinals the win. And it kind of gave me a little cause to pause here because the Patriots are not that good, but then again, the Cowboys really didn't play that good either. So, and we have someone coming back to AT&T Stadium, someone who once wore this jersey, but of course now
that's right.
Yep.
Revenge game for Zeke. Is he gonna eat? Is he gonna eat? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. It's a little bit hard to stomach all that stuff when you have to face off against a former opponent, you know. I mean, it's not so. I mean, like I said, it's not so bad if it's like for a different team. If it's in a different conference, I guess it's okay. If it's in the same conference, a little bit more. But if it's in the same division, that's borderline personal. But anyway, I actually see this one. I see the Cowboys winning this one, but I believe that the Patriots will make it a little bit closer than expected. This is actually believe it or not, this is my point spread game of the week.
Wow.
My final score is Dallas 30, New England 24. I'm taking the Cowboys with the win, but I'm taking the Patriots with the points.
Okay. You know what that means?
Yep. Hear it, Jimmy.
How about them Cowboys?
Go.
There we go. All right. We got 2 games left. 2 games left. Starting out Sunday night on NBC. Check your local listings as it is. Oh, man. Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. This game is in New York at MetLife Stadium. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Chiefs are 9.5-point favorites.
You're right again.
Right again. All right, let's see. Referee for this game is
Alex Kemp.
And being that it is on NBC, we got Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth on the call. And the lowest price ticket on Game Time is $118.
That's surprising, but it's probably mostly the Jets fans that sold their tickets after Aaron Rodgers got hurt.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna go. You mind? Do you guys mind if I go first on this one?
Go right ahead.
I got something I gotta say.
Go ahead.
No Aaron Rodgers makes this less than marquee matchup for a Sunday night game. You know, because this was supposed to be the State Farm Bowl. It was supposed to be Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes on Sunday night when the whole world was watching. But here we are. It's Zach Wilson instead. The Jets cannot score. The Chiefs are playing outstanding on defense. The Jets have a good defense, but they're going up against Patrick Mahomes, who is arguably the best player in the league right now. And I think he's going to have enough I think he will do enough to get the job done.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs to beat the Jets. Final score 42-24, and the Chiefs are my lock.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
Boom.
All righty.
Just in the season.
Not much to say here. Yeah, we would have loved to see Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers. We would love to see that. I wouldn't even pay to see that. But I wouldn't even pay a plug nickel for this matchup right now because it is just so mismatched right now. I mean, I don't know if you even heard the great Hall of Famer Joe Willie Namath himself said that Zach Wilson needs to be benched. He needs to be benched. And I gotta agree with the guy. So this is I don't know if this is gonna be as bad as the beat down they gave to the Chicago Bears, but this is gonna be a beat down nonetheless. I got the Chiefs winning convincingly by a score of 35-15.
There we go.
Call me crazy, but I think the Jets defense actually holds their own for a little while. I think this is going to be more competitive than people think. People don't want to see another blowout game on Sunday Night Football. Do you know how bad that would be for ratings?
Can we not?
I don't think the Jets will win this game. I think they will keep it within 15 points, though. I think the Jets will cut. I think mostly throughout the game, if you have a first half spread around Jets, if there's a first half spread of 9.5, I would definitely take the first half spread. But I think Kansas City in the fourth quarter will get some touchdowns late. Zach Wilson throw an interception, and the Chiefs will score again to solidify the win. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the New York Jets 30-17.
All right, and the last game on the list, Monday Night Football. It is the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Football Giants. This game is once again in New York. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Giants are favored by 1.
Yes, you're right.
Giants are favored by 1. All right. Referee for this game is
Brad Rogers.
And you have Joe Buck, Troy Aikman on the call. And let me see. New York Giants. There you are. Lowest ticketed price, $69. Nice.
You mind if I go first for this game?
Hey.
Go.
I will go first in this game. So I actually looked up myself on the football database.
Is there a Manning cast this week?
Yes, there is. It's back to Manning cast. There is back to a Manning cast after not being there for the last 2 weeks. Swass Gardner is in the chat, Alex. Hey, Alex, he wants you to shout him out. Should you, though?
What's up, Swass?
There you go.
Right.
Before I do that, though, did you know this series is actually tied at 10 games apiece?
All time?
All time. This series is tied.
Wow.
10 games apiece. But in the last 10, the Seahawks have dominated the series. Only 3 wins for the Giants in the last 3. They did win in 2020 in a absolutely sloppy affair. But other than that, Giants really haven't dominated since Eli Manning was quarterback of this team. They've only won 3 of their last 10 against the Seahawks, and that is a big, big problem. Their last time they won in New York was in 2008. They have not won against Seattle in New York since 2008. And Seahawk fans know MetLife Stadium very well. They won their first Super Bowl there.
Truth.
Right.
It's the truth. Seahawks will win again. I think the Giants will keep this close for the most part, but in the end, I think the Seattle Seahawks will win a defensive-heavy game. I think that this game is going to be closer than people expect, but I think the Seahawks at the end of the day will use Kenneth Walker and DK Metcalf to get the win to solidify themselves. They also have another young rookie you should look out for if you have him, that may get some good goal line usage in Zach Charbonnet from UCLA.
Formerly from Michigan.
That's right, he is. So,
Yeah.
that being said, I'm actually going to take the Seahawks in this one. I think this is a lower scoring game. The over-under right now for this game is 47.5. I'm taking the under. Give me the Seahawks to win this game 23-20.
Take the under all day.
Yep, the under. The over has not hit in this game since 2014, and it only hit twice in twice in the last 8.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to agree with everything else he said, but I'm going to add one more statistic. Daniel Jones is 1-11 in prime time.
That's bad.
Make it 1-12. Give me the Seahawks to beat the Giants 31-27.
Well, I guess that makes me the only person taking the Giants in this one.
Oh, really?
It's not really my upset special because I mean it's just kind of close a little bit, and like I said, not too sure. Go with the home team, even though I do believe that Seattle is going to make the Giants work for this victory, and they're going to make them work for it hard. I believe Giants will probably in the last 3 minutes of the game with a late field goal. Give me the Giants over the Seahawks by a score of 27-24.
There you go, man. I was considering the Giants, but since it's not a 1 o'clock afternoon game in New York, I'm going to take the Seahawks. I think they get more time to prepare.
Honestly, I was too.
So, is that it?
Okay. It's on.
Accept it. Okay.
Very nice.
Right.
I like it.
So I need to get some, let's see. It would have to be red and blue, right?
Red and blue.
And then he would have to do orange and what else?
Aqua or something like that. We'll figure out.
Yes. But, folks, that's it for week number 4 of the 4 Horsemen of Pick'ems. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
No problem.
Wonderful show once again. Appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
Much respect to Mr. Gare Bear for jumping on in, talking about the game we're going to go to this Sunday. Can't wait to see him for that one. Fantasy Football Fever. Let's talk about that because last night that was fun.
That was a good show.
Yeah,
that was a good show.
We always have a great show. Of course, you guys, if ever you guys are available, since you're in our fantasy league, you are welcome to join us at any time. It's Fantasy Football Fever, myself, John Flynn, the host of Hooked on Sports, and our league commissioner, John Natale. We're on Tuesday nights. We start anytime between 9:30 Eastern and 9:45 p.m. Eastern, so that would be 8:30 to 8:45 p.m. Central Time. So, that's our show. So, y'all tune in. TJM3774. That's the name for my channel.
That's right.
Check it out.
And then LC, it's interesting because you actually posted a couple of videos after the Steelers wins. Well,
I have done Victory Lap live streams.
Victory Laps, yes, you have.
The Victory Laps. I still do Victory Laps, and I did a little crow, so I still do those. But realistically, I will continue to do those. Other than that, I'm just on here most of the time.
Just vibing.
Just chilling and vibing, man. Sometimes I'll go to Black Saturday because Black Saturday crew, shout out to them. They're always a good crew over there on Raider Bench channel. Saturday nights, 9:30 p.m. 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific is when they usually go live for Black Saturday, and that's the best show to be on a Saturday night.
Okay. You know what? I actually kind of want. I'm curious to what that's about.
If you want the link, I'm more than happy to send it to you.
About.
It's a really good show, man. It was fun last time.
Not this week because I'm going to be in Buffalo, but the week after, I'm interested. So, no live stream this weekend. I will be putting out some content from the Bills game and the weekend with me and Mr. Gaber. So be on the lookout for that. So I guess until next week, for LC Muscles 28, for Tiny Tim, and for Yinzer Mac, wherever he may be, this is A Pizzle saying peace out and fins up, baby. See you guys next week.
Let's go Steelers. Beat those Texans and CJ Stroud.
All right, Cowboys, let's get the win against those Patriots. And let's have a bomb on next week's show.
Miami wins the game! Miami wins the game!